Taurus, everything about your energy right now is showing me that you are about to be successful at the rebirth that you have been working on, moving through, activating, okay? So I drew 3 cards for you, your overall energy right now, which I have been meditating in. And I have also received part 3 of a vision, a series here for you today, okay? So I'm gonna show you these cards. And if you're interested, if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, it's gonna be linked down below. So please make sure you watch Taurus part 1 and 2, because this is the part 3 of the saga. So you have the 6 of Wands and Death as part of your energy, okay? So you are going to be victorious in closing the chapter of this rebirth, and you are going to be successful at activating with the reddening energy. Yes, Taurus, the reddening energy came out today. Last video, your energy was yellowing. Okay, so this was about moving through warning, perhaps moving through some toxic energies or indecisive energies. You were sort of figuring things out, right? And since then, you have really breathed the life blood into your energy. You have really found a reason. You have discovered something important, I'm hearing, okay? Everything's alive. Your heart is activated, okay? Your energy is pulsing with this life force now. You are discovering things. You have this energy. I'm feeling this surge of energy, and this energy here, like with the 6 of Wands here, is like being given to you so that you can complete this rebirth at this time, okay? So keeping that in mind, we are going to go ahead and get into your vision, okay? So today's vision is part 3 of a 3-part series. This is sort of, I think this is the end. I felt a sense of closure. However, there's a side story, a side narrative here. I'm not going to give away the details yet. If you're interested in listening to only the side story narrative that's come through, I will have that available for you to purchase in a link down below. It's just going to be me reading off this vision, okay? You'll see kind of what the side narrative could be as I go through the vision, okay? So please clear your mind, clear your space, your energy, and move through this vision that Spirit has shown me. If you're new here, I'll just quickly say, Spirit shows me visions, okay? When I sit in your energy, when I meditate with your energy, and then I will write it out kind of how I saw it, felt it, moved through it, experienced it, and after a lot of work, a lot of writing, I will then be able to read it out to you so that you can see it and feel it and move through it, and along with it, exactly how Spirit showed me sitting in your energy, Taurus. So this is a vision for the collective Taurus. This is part 3. Okay, I can't stress enough. Please go and see part 1 and 2 first. Otherwise, well, I guess this would still be really entertaining for you, and it would make sense for you as well. You don't have to watch part 1 or 2, but highly recommended, okay? So let's get into this vision. The wheels crunch against the brittle gravel as the carriage comes to a creaking halt in front of the mansion. Its tall spires clawing into a storm gray sky, vines like veins crawling up its weather-worn stone. Lanterns flicker in the mist, casting ghost light across the courtyard. The cold drizzle taps like fingers against the carriage roof. You sit motionless, something in your bones already whispering that this is not a place you simply visit. This is a place that knows you in ways you do not yet understand. The others step out in silence. The coachman from before, with eyes like tired storms, extends a gloved hand to you. As you place your palm in his grip tightens briefly. He leans close, and you feel his breath against your ear. see beyond. Just that, spoken as though it carried the weight of centuries. You turn to ask him, what does it mean? But at that precise moment, the rain stills and the snow begins. Feathers of white descend gently from the heavens, soft and silent, replacing the chill with something eerily serene. Then a creak, the double Gothic doors groan open as if moved by invisible hands. A rush of warm air spills into the frigid night, wrapping around you like a memory. In the doorframe stands a woman, tall and slender, with white streaked hair pinned into a severe bun. Her face is carved in the elegance of old stone, her posture like a sculpture of poise. Perhaps 70, her eyes are warm, but also cold. She speaks, not a greeting, but a pronouncement. Come in, we have been expecting you. You step into the light, and you're stunned. You'd expected gloom, dust-choked rooms, and ancestral ghosts. But inside the mansion glows. Crimson velvet, gilded mirrors, the warm hum of life in every painting, every book on the shelves, every flickering candle. A gentle piano tune curls through the air, as soft as breath on glass. You know this music, you've heard it before, though you cannot place when or where. No one speaks. The four of you are ushered by the maid with quiet authority. She directs each of you to a room, instructing you to change for dinner. As you pass down the gilded hallway for a flicker of a moment, reality glitches. The light dims. The velvet becomes wrought. The paintings scream silently from peeling frames. Cobwebs cling to everything like forgotten dreams. You blink. Gone. The warmth restored. You shake your head, dismiss it. A trick of nerves. In your room, softly lit, warmly decorated, you find no comfort. Something nags at the edge of your consciousness. The others, none of them had said a word since you arrived. Why? You decide to knock on the patchwork scarf's girl's door. She had been quiet the entire journey. For some reason, you felt the need to see her opinion on this place. No answer. You push the door gently open. Inside, you find only her patchwork scarf rests on the bed, draped neatly as if placed. A folded note lies beneath it. You unfold it with trembling hands. It's up to you to solve this mystery. Your pulse quickens. You rush to the others' doors. The crimson gloves lady opens hers first, her lips trembling as she reads the note. Then the laughing woman with the velvet hat, silent but wide-eyed. You gather, whispering fast and low, voices hushed with fear. Then you hear the bell, a deep chime from somewhere below, resonating through the wood and stone like a heartbeat. Dinner. As the others begin to walk, something stops you cold, another glitch. Not visual this time, a whisper. Look beneath. You freeze. They urge you to come. You tell them to go on, to be careful, and then you turn, away from the dining hall into the unknown. You walk a hallway you do not recognize, yet every detail aches with familiarity. The mural of stars, the bronze-framed portrait of a woman holding a moth. You've seen these before, but where? The corridor narrows, ending in a spiraling staircase, and suddenly you remember. The paper the nervous man dropped earlier in the woods, a sketched map, a room drawn at the base of the mansion, unfinished but shrouded in the shadow. Darkness leaked from it like oil. You reach into your pocket. The map is still there. The sketch is real. Your breath catches. This is that staircase. The air grows colder with each step. The walls weep condensation. The candles along the descent flicker violently, as if reluctant to witness what comes next. With each turn downward, memories stir. Emotions long buried scrape against the surface of your soul. A lost name, a voice you once loved. Regret, hope, death, dreams. And at the bottom, a chamber. Silent, empty. Except for a single music player. An old gramophone, brass horn tarnished with age. You approach it as if in trance. Lift the needle, place it gently on the dusty vinyl. The record turns. A slow, scratchy melody spills into the silence. You know this tune. The laughing woman had hummed it on the boat and in the woods. Then the room flares to life, but not with fire, with memory. Images swirl around you like spirits, like painted glass coming to life. The journey. From the very beginning, you see the others, but not as they were. You see their eyes, their perception of you. The nervous man saw you as a protector, cloaked in courage you didn't know you wore. To him, you were steady hands in the chaos. The woman with crimson gloves viewed you as a mirror. She saw her own pain reflected in your silence and thought you were fragile, breakable, beautiful in your sorrow. The boy with bleached hair saw you as ancient, unknowable, a myth dressed in modern clothes. He feared you, respected you, thought you were the key to everything. The laughing woman saw you as light and shadow, a friend she had lost long ago and somehow found again. You were her comfort, her memory. The girl with the patchwork scarf, gone now, saw you as a question, something unfinished, a puzzle with pieces scattered through time. And the man with the military coat, he saw you as redemption, a last chance at something right. You were his hope. The record plays on, the music slow and mournful. The realization crashes through you like thunder. You were never just one version. You were many. You were different things to different people, each a reflection of their wounds, their needs, their memories. But each version was true. Suddenly, you see shadows of each person there with you in that room, even the ones who had gone missing. They were always there with you. You just had to let them in. Each stood silently, experiencing their own truths. That's when the real lesson of the island, the mansion, this Gothic dreamscape becomes clear. You are whole because you contain all these truths. The versions of you, the ones you had to become, had to believe and had to let go, they are all part of you. You understand that while these versions are a part of your story, they can also be the sum of how others see you. You are the song that plays beneath the silence. You step back from the gramophone, tears on your cheeks, not sadness, just a weight of understanding. And then quietly you begin to hum the same melody. Your voice joins the record, and suddenly a soft light blooms from the edges of the chamber. It grows warm and pale, wrapping you in radiance. The cold vanishes, the fear dissolves, and a peace you've never known roots itself in your chest like a sacred tree. You close your eyes, and in the silence that follows, you are finally free. So Taurus, what a beautiful vision. What a beautiful conclusion to this mysterious journey. And this whole time, this journey has been a journey of self-discovery, of letting yourself move through things even if they are unknown to you, hidden to you, or you are afraid of them, moving through the shadows as the light. Okay, all these other people in the vision at the conclusion, you got to see what they saw you as. So maybe there's people in your life that you are helping, or that you are guiding, or that, you know, they help you understand your situation or help you understand yourself in a different way. Perhaps you are meant to ask questions or listen to these people. Not people judging you or being toxic in any way. Just a positive approach to collaborating with spirit, the universe, and people around you that you trust and love. Maybe they have some sort of insight into your situation. Maybe this is about you opening your heart more. Okay? There's so many possibilities what these visions, this series could have meant for you. Okay? I do offer personal vision readings where I will tune in with just your energy. But since this is a collective Taurus reading, it's going to present itself differently for each and every one of you. Okay? But Spirit definitely wants you to feel something here, connect to something very deep. It's a very deep message. It's a message where you have to go into places, into depths that you might normally not be willing to go to, or ask the hard questions, but the right questions is what I'm hearing. In the end, you will be victorious, moving through this death and then rebirth. Okay? So let's get into the tarot reading here for you at this time. What a beautiful conclusion here. Let's get some of these cards here for you, Taurus. Just some general cards. They'll also bring some sort of timing here. So you have the 9th to the 14th of June and the 4 of Cups. Okay. So this could have been something that you were dealing with in the recent past here. This could be, you know, dates for the future. You don't have to even include the dates here for you. The 9th to the 14th of June, but the 4 of Cups. Okay, maybe there was a feeling of rejection here. Or you can see the keywords at the bottom: boredom, uneasiness. There was a time, there was a space, I'm hearing, a space that you found yourself in that felt limbo, that felt like you knew you wanted things to change, or you wanted to figure things out, but you didn't know how. You didn't know how to go forward. And so the saga of the visions here, at the start, you were invited to come to this island, to this mansion, not knowing why or what's going to happen, okay? And so I feel that your transformation, your rebirth here is really triggered by this energy here, okay? It's triggered by an unfulfillment, a lack of movement, a feeling of apathy, and this energy of not knowing why or how or whatever's going to happen. You getting on that boat in the first place is, you know, metaphorically, is what changes everything. Maybe this is you saying yes to something that you normally would have never said yes to, or going somewhere, moving somewhere you never thought you would. Anything is possible. Please take how it resonates. This is kind of the trigger moment for your transformation. Get a couple more here. Okay, so you have the 7 of Pentacles, the 28th of August to the 2nd of September. So this is about a spiritual advancement. This is about you growing successfully within this journey, okay? And even though you might have some insight into how this journey ends for you, maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're worried about the abundance of the journey. Maybe you are trying to figure out which path is right for you, or which clues, like the visions are very mysterious and there's clues, and sometimes in these visions it came out that like you were in these places and they seem so familiar to you. So with the 7 of Pentacles here, I feel that this is about you connecting to those familiarities, and it's your soul or your intuition confirming like, yeah, this is right for you. Like, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Even if you don't know, like, this painting, you don't recognize this place or this person, that intuition, that intuitive feeling of your soul, your heart being like, yeah, I think I feel like I belong here. That's the Seven of Pentacles energy for you. Okay, that's a feeling, an energy for you to follow as your guide, okay? So let's see what a challenge could be for you here at this time. A challenge. You have the Nine of Cups, 8th to the 14th of October. The Nine of Cups as your challenge. Maybe in somebody very close to you that is either a romantic relationship, platonic relationship, or this is an aspect of yourself that you have been trying to shift or trying to understand. It's still a challenge for you to move forward with this person or energy. Even though it feels like you've made a lot of progress within this connection, there's still a sense of yellowing energy here, lingering from the last vision. Sort of these dangers, these trials that you're still navigating through, and that's okay. That's okay. Everyone's on a different timeline. Everyone's having different experiences. Let yours be yours, but make sure that you don't neglect this connection energy. Even though it's challenging at times, it's something that can be very rewarding once healed or once aligned with in a more coherent way, I'm hearing. You have the Six of Cups, the 22nd to the 27th of September. Now, my readings are timeless, so this could be, I don't know when you're watching this. It could be next year, whatever. It could be this year. So you have something coming up here that feels like you have to heal a past wound, or it's like you've been made aware. So this is more specific for someone here, but you've been made aware very recently. This kind of ties into this Nine of Cups, that there in the past, there was an ancestor of yours that created a sense of negative karma or turbulent karma. And so all of these like things are happening in your life presently. I'm hearing like the last 2 years have been really especially hard for you. And you have identified, or maybe this is your identifier here, me saying this, but this is ancestral karma. And so you're kind of aware of this now, and you're able to move forward with this now. I mean, there's many great YouTube videos on how to clear it, how to move through it, but you're aware of this now. And this is kind of this reddening energy, that lifeblood, that force, those blood ties, okay, coming through here. For some of you, that's making more sense here now. For some of you, it's not for all of you. Okay, let's get one more card here for just a general message. I feel like it's tied to a challenge, a challenging energy, but we'll see what comes out. Or how to move forward. Okay, so you have terror come out. So some of you might be frozen, like fight or flight. Okay. There's also a state of being frozen because you are in sheer terror of what's going to come, what's going to happen. You don't know what to do. The silence, I'm hearing too, the silence is scary for you. But the silence, Taurus, is where you go into the depths that Spirit wants you to go to in order for you to plant this tree of peace in your life, in your chest, like in the vision, right? And turn away from the fear that has kept you in this fight or flight or freeze kind of energy for so very long. And remember, your overall energy, you know that you are going to successfully get through this transition in your life. You're going to be reborn. You're going to be free. But first you must connect to that which activates you the most. Okay, what is it that speaks to you, that makes you feel like it's a familiar place, or your soul feels comfortable within this energy and within this space? Find that calling, find that space, and you will find the answers that you seek. I feel like there is a advice. One more card. We'll do one more card. Some general advice. Oops, too many. Just one. So you have the King of Hearts, which is the King of Cups. 11th to the 19th of February, you have the number 37 at the top. So this is a devotion, a deep-seated, mature, trustworthy devotion and connection that you are about to establish. Maybe this is to a person, maybe this is within your life, to yourself, to your spirituality. Remember, the silence, the darkness is only there to try and connect you to this in a closer way. You can hear better in the silence. You can hear your heart, yourself, right? Something wants to come forth, speak and connect you with this beautiful, abundant energy here that you're clearly being reborn into and with. Whether this is you clearing ancestral karma, or this is you finding the connection that you've dreamt of, or moving through life in a more beautiful, blessed way, please take how it resonates to you, okay, Taurus? Again, if you'd like to watch the side narrative here, it's about the two women that ended up going to dinner, or did they? You can purchase that in the link below. It'll just be the vision read. And yeah, that's it for today, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.